Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Garrett Cole, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Andrew Benintendi, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
One strike now from Cole. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here now is Rafael Devers. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Devers is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Three and 2 the count for Rafael Devers.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Two balls and no strikes for Bogaerts. The 2-0. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Bogarts leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 1-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
He'll try again. 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. One left for the Red Sox. Red Sox nothing. Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Eduardo Rodriguez, the Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Eduardo Rodriguez has come a long way in a short period of time. Really needs to command the off-speed pitches. A lefty that brings a big arm and a big power fastball. 93 to 96 miles an hour. A good assortment of breaking pitches. The key for Rodriguez, getting ahead with his fastball.
Stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here it comes. Cold strike at the letters. 0-1. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez, he's only 2 for 10. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Rodriguez has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Ranging back is Bradley. Gone into Monument Park. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first, as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
At the plate, Aaron Judge, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
The windup and the 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Count even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Base is empty here with nobody out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Torres is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
1 out, nobody on. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. He's got it. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Stanton, a California-born ball player. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Hit hard. Foul. 2 out, nobody on. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. The Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 New York. New inning set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Mitch Moreland.
And now a pitch on the way. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
So here's Michael Chavis now. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stanton giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting 7, the right fielder, number 99, Alex Verdugo.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey guys, right there, you look for weaknesses. Can a guy come in? Can he command in? Obviously Obviously not the case in this situation. He went to the well outside half 3 times, and eventually the batter made a nice adjustment.
So here now is Jackie Bradley, and he fouls this one off. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Red Sox lead 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping up now, Gary Sanchez. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Gary Sanchez.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And that one is gone. A solo shot down the line in right, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Yeah, when he woke up this morning, the last thing he wanted was to be down 2-0 in the second inning. The good news is that both home runs have only been solo shots, but the bad news is he's not fooling anyone right now.
Into the box, Luke Voigt,
The first baseman.
as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Verdugo backing up on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. We've played 2. It's now 2-0 New York. Striding in, Christian Vasquez. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Vasquez playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 9th-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. One and two to the Red Sox catcher. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is under it. He's got it one away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Lays off 1-0. Two balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder. Too high, and it's 3-0. And the pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. He's set. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
One strike now from Cole. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw not in time. He's in there at second.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Gardner. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The bat, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Now to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Now the 2-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Here's J.D. Martinez, 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set, and the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
2 down, runners at first and second. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. A couple of walks, but no damage. Mark, Dan, and I are back with more after this. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
2-0. Grounded to third. Devers gloves it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Bigging in for his second at-bat, DJ LeMahieu. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
3-0 now.
3-0 the count.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
There's a danger of falling behind 3-0. You don't know which guys in the lineup outside the middle of the order are going to pull the trigger in a spot like that. He was one of them. 3-0 swinging the bat, aggressive hack, nice base hit.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 0-1.
Ball 1. 1-1.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And that's through for a hit.
Now batting, shortstop,
At the plate, Torres, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Now the 2-1. And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Fouled away. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Run in. Here's a second runner around third. Safe at the plate as they move on top 4-0.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn into something worse. So now to the plate, Gary Sanchez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And it's fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time, and he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Rose. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Too high, 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. 3 runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Yankees 5 and the Red Sox nothing. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up our former Gold Glover, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball. I got a ball, 1 strike. Oh, back ball. Come on, huh?
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 0-1 on its way. And there's ball 1. Fouled away. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. No balls and 1 strike. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Hit sharply on the ground. Stopped on a slide by LeMahieu. It's in time. Down in order go the Red Sox. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Standing in, Luke Boyd. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
0-1 the count. Hit hard back up the middle. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A runner at first with no outs here. And he struck him out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And now this is bobbled out in center. Long throw to third. And he's safe.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up. And if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart early here this afternoon, as he just never got into any kind of groove out there. Marcus Walden answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Walden.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 home.
Ball, that's in.
5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. 2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try and induce the ground ball to get a double play.
And it's fouled away. Runners are at first and third, one away. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Aaron Judge is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. From the stretch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
3-0 count. Here it comes. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Next for New York, Torres. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He came into a mess out of the bullpen, and it hasn't gotten any better. This is not a comfortable place to be. Not even close.
2 out, bases loaded. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. The relay on to second, but he's in safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-0. Popped him up. Vasquez shading to his right. And that retires the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We played 4 full. The Yankees lead it 7-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Leading off for Boston.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
First offering on its way. And right into the shift. But a foul ball here, 0-1. He pulls this one into right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. From the stretch. On a line to shortstop. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the one out.
Left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. One out and a runner on second base. A swing by Benintendi, and this is driven to deep right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Rafael.
Ready now, Rafael Devers. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Men on third with 2 down. Devers, right field and carrying well. Going back is the right fielder. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and it's a 7-2 game now.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 7 and the Red Sox 2. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and now it'll be the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
The catcher, Gary Sanchez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope, that's the ball. Count 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that misses 1-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Ranging back is Bradley. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Luke Voigt.
Coming to the plate now, Luke Voigt. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. A swing and a ground ball to third. One there. Back to first, but it's right by him. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Yeah, I like the way he stayed right in there at second base, knowing he was vulnerable, but it definitely influenced the throw to first. Way offline, and he's going to get charged with an error as a result.
Runner at second now as a result of the error. And standing in is the DH, Miguel Andujar. First pitch of the at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Fouled off. Two out here and a runner at second. fouled away. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball one.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Now that's popped up. Bogarts has a play, and that's the third out. The Yanks leave one. They're on top 7-2. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, J.D. Martinez. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Now here it comes. Back up the middle. Torres scoops it up. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
The batter, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. The pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And it's 1-2.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Mitch Moreland with a solo home run, as it's now a 7-3 game.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Standing in now, Michael Chavis. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball two. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit back toward the mound. Well, Mayhew's got it. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The batter, the right fielder, Alex Verdugo.
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Jackie Bradley Jr. would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Up next for the Red Sox, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A runner on first with 2 away. And that's too high, ball 2. Swung on, missed, 2-1. From the belt, the pitch, and it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. And thanks to the home run, the Red Sox draw a step closer. Through 5.5, it's the Yankees 7 and the Red Sox 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning and set to go as the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Number 29.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A 1 pitch on its way. Down and away, ball 1.
1-1.
And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Hit out towards second. And that's the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. First offering on its way. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Hard hit ball to short. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. The throw into second. Throw won't get him. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. At the plate now, Aaron Judge, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. A 1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Two and 1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Digging in and looking for more, Torres. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
And the pitch on 2-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Verdugo waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He got under one and popped out his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with 1 swing, so I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate, see if they can get him to chase something.
2 balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Drilled right back up the middle. Bogarts lays out. What a stop. How about that? Yanks strand a pair. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Jonathan Loaizaga is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 43, Jonathan Loaizaga.
7th inning ready to roll, and from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Andrew Benintendi. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
No, that's down.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Two balls and a strike. Here it is.
Nope, upstairs.
Rafael Devers is on deck. The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
Thank you.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he misses. Ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
0-1 count and the pitch.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
No bets off the plate. Ball 2.
Runners on first with one down. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Now at the plate, Xander Bogaerts. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes.
All right. 1-1.
A 1-0 delivery. This is line to left. A dive, but it's off his glove. The relay. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Striding forward now is the DH, J.D. Martinez. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Austin Bryce gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Austin Bryce.
Digging in now, Gary Sanchez. It was a walk in his last trip.
The catcher, Gary Sanchez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Now the 1-0. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Brett Gardner will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's ball 2. Count is 2-1.
Nobody out, runner on first. Bouncer to the left side. Devers has it. There's one. On to Moreland, but it's too late, so they'll get just the one.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So striding in, Luke Voigt. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike one.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Runner back safely. He's set. Here's the 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
In now is the Yankees DH, Miguel Andujar. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
The 1-2 to the left side, but it's well foul. First and second now, 1 man out. Lays off 2-2 now.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Just hung in there on that one. Here's another 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi. 2 down.
Now that number 29.
Ready for another shot now. Gio Urshela. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Two men are on with 2 men out. Now a drive out to left center field. Gardner rounds third and is digging for the plate. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
Into the box, DJ LeMahieu. Line drive to left. And Benintendi's got it to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 8th inning coming up. The Yankees are out in front, 9-3. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
The first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Here's the pitch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. 1-1 home.
Count for 2-1.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
In now, Michael Chavis. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
No, sir.
1 out, nobody on. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Into the box, Alex Verdugo. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Has a look, now the pitch. Changeup laid off down around the shins. Runners on first with 1 down. Lined into left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Chad Green takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Into the box now, Jackie Bradley Jr. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. The 1-0 home.
That's Bolton.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning. Because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
The 2-0. He's a heater in there for a strike. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Right side. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Boston strands a couple. Still way back. It's 9-3. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in the outfielder, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Non-competitive pitch right there runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Here's the pitch. Great call that time as they caught him thinking fastball. It's 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Now the 2-1.
Count is 3-1.
Torres will be next. And the pitch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Verdugo is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Torres.
Ready once again, Torres. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 1-0 delivery.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Base hit, line drive into the corner.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out. That's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
But you know what, you hear it all the time that the game baseball is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been the difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
To the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. Devers fields it cleanly to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on the show right after this. All set for the start of the inning, and with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi. First pitch on its way. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 home. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Stepping up to the plate, Rafael Devers. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch down the third baseline. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. The pitch. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Stepping in now, Xander Bogaerts. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. New York jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Garrett Cole earns the victory on the mound. Eduardo Rodriguez was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Red Sox, 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. Our paid attendance at Yankee Stadium this afternoon, 47,309. The Yankees and Red Sox thank you for your patronage and remind you to please get home safely.